We all want to maintain the value of our vehicles, but how do we get the most bang for our buck? Regular scheduled tune-ups and oil changes are supposed to keep our cars running smoothly. But do they help retain our car's resale value? Roman Soroka at Nihon Automotive Specialists in Mississauga is ready to show you how to maintain your vehicle. This is Daily Web TV. We spend a lot of money to purchase a car, and if we want it to retain its value for resale, there are certain things we must be diligent about. For advice, we're here with Roman Soroka of Nihon Automotive Specialists to give us some tips and advice on how to maintain that value. Roman, how do we go about it?
Well, you need to keep your car serviced on a regular maintenance schedule. Also, you need to do other items like keeping the car rust-proofed, cleaned, checked all the time.
Now, if you rust-proof your car initially when you've purchased it, do you have to redo it during the time you own it?
Well, you should check it at least once a year when it's in for its fall checkup to make sure it doesn't need a reapplication of rust-proofing. If it does, that's the best time to do it in the fall. Then it's all ready for the winter.
And that's usually under warranty if it has to be redone, isn't it, with the rust-proofing?
No, the manufacturer doesn't provide any warranty for aftermarket rust-proofing, even dealer-applied rust-proofing. So the rust-proofing is done to benefit you, not to benefit the manufacturer. You're protecting your investment by keeping the car rust-proofed.
Interesting. So what about tune-ups? I mean, why are they so important? What difference does it make to your car?
Well, regular maintenance is really important to your car. People don't realize that in the last few years, cars actually don't need regular tune-ups, but they do need regular service checks to make sure everything's running properly.
So preventative as opposed to dealing with it once it's already broken down.
Right. A lot of the parts on the new vehicles are very expensive, and if you can spot those problems early on and get the car repaired, it may cost a fraction of what it would later on.
Right. And what about keeping it clean? Now, I know I'm not very good at that.
Well, keeping the car clean maintains a lot of the vehicle's value. When you go to trade your car in, let's say it's 5, 6, 7 years old, if it's nice and clean, then the dealer actually has nothing to talk down to you about the price. And it's actually easier to keep the car clean by regularly cleaning the car than by just doing it at the very end. Maintaining a car is all about preventing big problems from happening by doing the little things early on.
So do you do detailing here at Nihon? And if detailing, is that part of keeping it clean? Is that important to do that regularly or once?
Well, what we normally do is tell people to come in for a yearly inspection on their vehicle over and above their regular service. At that time, we can do a full detailing on the vehicle or maybe just a minor cleanup. We also inspect the rust proofing if it needs a touch-up. We do the touch-up rust proofing, or sometimes it needs a full application. At that time, we also check all the mechanical items on the vehicle. For instance, the tires, the belts, the hoses, all the fluids, the brakes, and other items to make sure that you're not running into problems.
And what about tires? Is it important to have a regular check on your pressure? Does that create longevity for your tires?
Well, tires nowadays are very expensive. Gone are the days of the $79 tire.
Yeah.
Tires now are $200, $300, $400 each. Maintaining them is very critical. Rotating them as per the service schedule and also keeping the pressures and the alignment checked regularly will prevent problems later on. We see customers ignore these issues and maybe a year into a new set of tires, they've worn out their $1,000 set of tires. So making sure that all these items are checked regularly is very important.
Okay, Roman, in addition to everything you've told me, if I'm considering selling my car in the next few years, what do I need as my final tips?
Well, you need to keep all your paperwork in order. You need to keep your car as clean as possible so that the dirt is easily removed when you go to trade in your car. Any dings and scratches should be fixed right away before they form into rust. And otherwise, just follow the maintenance service schedule.
Great information. So if you want to retain the value of your car, follow these tips by Nihon Automotive Specialists. Keeping you informed, I'm Sheila Clark, and you've been watching Daily Web TV.
After a long winter season, make sure to have your brake system checked. Many times, salt and corrosion build up in the brake system, causing sticking, which can lead to premature wear and costly repairs. For more information, visit us at nihonauto.ca.